Second down back shy of the 20.
Dilly Dilly, Dilly Dilly. Всем Dilly Dilly.
A first down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nice run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cousins now on second down.
Ой-ой-ой, какую хуйню я захуярил. Я тупо не увидел игрока. Я такой олень.
Last week they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And a great spot to start this drive.
Блядь, я сам от себя такой хуйни не ожидал. Я прям охуел только что.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ну ладно, зато будет весело.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Хорошо идет, тяжело, но хорошо.
Yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
319!
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Ой, хорошо.
And a big turnover there as his guys
Даже 3 очков не будет. Все нормально. Обменялись перехватами, как мы любим. Так, поехали, блядь. Катать вынос. Не кидать пасы больше. Так, очень хочется влево побежать. Декер нихуя не заблочит там. Ну, кстати, блядь, мини охуенно сыграл, мне кажется. Одного только пустили. Там выглядело все погано, но в итоге нормально. Что-нибудь такое, что-нибудь бросит такое. Перехват. Нифига.
Second down, Cousins.
Иди, говна. Нет, не так.
Set off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
Похоже, что не мой день, какую-то хуйню швыряю. Перехват, теперь вот это вот.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Хорошо. Максимум.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a run with Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that's going to be incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Надо стрик 6 побед, надо стрик 6 побед. Dilly Dilly, питов не зря. Давай, тачдаун на возврате хочу. Хуйни по всему лицу. Как мы любим, блядь. А, да ладно, нихуя себе, тут ярко.
This is their 3rd drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And it's complete. The tight end Sims.
Что мутит Джон Симс? Режем углы. Ой, блядь, нахуй. Нет, 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 нет. Тачдаун Чикаго. Dilly Dilly. На Симса я отрежу.
And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice. A long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for having executed it.
Green Bay все время обыгрывать. Так заебало.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's Rodgers.
Секами не пахнут. Вот такой хуйней пахнет зато.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Так, ладно.
With Charles Davis on Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football.
Надо
and
больше,
they've got it here with a first down.
Будет больше. Будет он стараться бросать пасы, тогда будем блицы играть. А сейчас будем аккуратненько стараться.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Ой, да это же перехват должен был ловить ебаный поляк.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers now going to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Ой, как ты выбежал.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On now is the Packers punter. On
как
for a
говорил
second
классик,
punt.
в говне.
Take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 23.
Сейчас я убежал бы в край, вот это был мистеку какой-нибудь, и это был бы возврат.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here.
Ой, да что ж такое-то? А я стеки ловлю.
Montravius Adams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Надо швырнуть хуйню, наверное. Ничего нет. Швырнем хуйню. Потому что что? Потому что можем. Поехали. Не нравится. Не нравится.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Completion left side to Miller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
кстати, я на стриме вижу, блядь, что я делаю.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Right side, there's Decker.
Ой, какой молодец. Да ты мутишь, блядь. Да Декер намутил.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. A give to Howard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Второй из Гана. Типа на пасе, гайс. А что же не ведется? Я поговорю что-нибудь.
Play fake. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Ну, это нормальная штука залетела. Ой. Ой, просочился. Блять, ну почему же не сбрасывает себя, как Декер сбрасывал? По 2 человека.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go with Howard again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Вовремя.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ну, Dilly Dilly на
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play.
Переподписать мне кикер интересно или нет? Вот 45 лет.
They did a really nice job there of limiting that and
92 power, 92 точность.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on.
Конечно, не 96-я сила была 2 года назад, было
лучше. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete.
Как полетел.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Не дропает
They
зато.
pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Я не успел выбрать. Кал. Я не хочу ковер 4 играть.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Лежать.
Escaping this time as he'll go
Питов
down.
не
They
зря.
got him for a sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Rodgers now to throw.
А, да ладно, я не поймал его.
And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball.
44 секунды, чтобы
Every
бросить перехват,
snap.
пик-6.
Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Или вернем в тачдаун. Ну-ка.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Конечно же нет. Да ну ты шутишь, блядь.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to maneuver.
Ай, ты откуда взялся, говно?
Taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Now Howard
Да вы рофлите, блядь.
the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery.
И где, сука, блядь, были мои защитники?
Gets this into enemy territory across the
Сос
40.
ушастые.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit on
Мимо
the
будет.
field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Ну ладно.
And Parkey's kick is good. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Дай тайм-аут,
Leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Thank you, LR.
Какой тайм-аут?
Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Packers get set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Так, пошла игра, короче. Green Bay.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Easy.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Ой, а вот он.
It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Dilly.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to launch this way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Ванга 3000. Бля, что бы сыграть вот на инчах? Чтоб сыграть на инчах.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Что за Маклюр там? Новички там у него.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Ой, съел говна.
Montgomery
Покушал же.
The ball is loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will score a pick six.
Dilly Dilly, feet of misery. Это 3-й pick-6? Нет, 2-й. 2-й pick-6.
Wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Pit of misery отправляется 2-й раз.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Бля, вдвоем поймать не может, и 2 придурка.
Вашу мать, бля. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to jump out to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Ой, блядь. А я не могу заносить, да, больше? Зачем? Там
He's at the 50, the 40, he's at the 30.
Надо посчитать.
10.
Не помню.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They come out here in the eye. Following the interception, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And to come up with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Running with Howard. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it with a receiver, Decker. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Howard on second down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ни разу не сыграл, блядь, надо сыграть. Как я, блядь, ни разу не сыграл это дерьмо. Надо играть.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Фулбэк успеешь сыграть.
Throwing here, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle.
Фулбэка, блядь. Животное упало.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.